The only reason we trade is for us to make money. And whatever you do or whatever strategy you trade that helps you to achieve this goal is very much important. There is no strategy that is superior to the other. The most important thing is learning what is easy for you to understand, and you practicing it, stick to it, and then gain mastery in it in order for you to achieve your goal. My name is Soji and you are welcome to Soji FOREX. In this video, I want to share with you why I don't trade using moving average 200. Many people trade mostly using the moving average 200 as the case may be, but that is not true with me. This is a default moving average, so let's look at this. So your moving average can either be an exponential, it can either be a simple, it can either be smoothed, it can either be linear weight. So let's look at exponential moving average. So I just added the exponential moving average to my chart right now, and I want to share with you why I don't trade moving average 200. I am not saying moving average 200 is not an effective trading indicator. It is one of the best indicators you can have as far as trading is concerned. But this is why I don't trade with it as a person. I have my concept of trading and I trade using Bollinger Band. And this is the setting of my Bollinger Band. The period is 130, deviation is 2.0, the shift is 0, apply to close, style is 2 pixels, and the color is green. And I as well use the moving average 25, shift is 0, the method is exponential, you apply to close. And also I use the moving average 10, shift is 0, method is exponential, apply to close, 2 pixels, and the color is blue. Now I want to explain to you what I do with my Bollinger Band. I use my Bollinger Band to determine first the trend of the market. Number 2, to determine exhaustion point relative to my point of interest. So for me to determine trend, most often I use the middle Bollinger Band. So the function of my middle Bollinger Band, it serves two functions for me. First, to determine the trend of the market, which means when price is above it, I see it as an uptrend. And when price is below it, I see it as a downtrend. There is an exception to this, and I want to explain the exception for you so you can know what exactly I am talking about. Now look at this. In this zone, price break above it and price is above my middle Bollinger Band. Immediately price is above my middle Bollinger Band. It's not an uptrend for me. I will need a validation. What validation? I will always want to see price retest it. And once price retest it, that is the validation to confirm that the trend has changed. I need to say that quickly so you can get used to that. So, as I was saying, I use my middle Bollinger Band to determine the trend of the market. And then this is my upper Bollinger Band. I use this upper Bollinger Band to determine my point of exhaustion when making an entry. Please, you have to pay attention to this. This is only considerable. I only pay attention to my upper Bollinger Band and lower Bollinger Band when I am about to make my trade entry. And when price is in my point of interest, that is when I pay attention to the outer Bollinger Band, the upper and the lower Bollinger Band only. And then as well, the middle Bollinger Band, I pay attention to it when price pulls towards it for a continuation trade. Okay, while mostly I use this outer Bollinger Band to find this entry on a 15 minutes, not on a 1 hour time frame. on a 15-minute. This exhaustion point I'm talking about is on a 15-minute. Alright, so let's progress. Now you are wondering, why am I not using the moving average, either exponential, simple, linear weight, as the case may be? Now I want to show you something. If you look at this practically, you will realize that there is almost a little or no difference at all. The moving average 200 is the red line you are seeing on my chart, because this green one is my Bollinger Band. So based on my Bollinger Band setting, there is no much difference between the middle Bollinger Band and the EMA 200 or SMA 200, depending on what is the setting. However, this SMA 200 can only help me to determine the trend of the market. And I need more advantage in the market more than just determine trend or waiting for price to retest it for me to make my entry. And because I need more advantage of the market, I decided to go with my Bollinger Band, because my Bollinger Band helps me to serve the same function, which is the middle Bollinger Band, to determine the trend. You can see how close they are. And that is why I trade my middle Bollinger Band as a zone. I don't trade middle Bollinger Band as a line, which means that if price is around this zone, either here or here, I treat it as the zone of that particular middle Bollinger Band. And as such, because I needed more advantage, more edge in my trading, which the 200 EMA cannot serve that purpose for me. The only thing the 200 EMA can do for me is to help me determine trend, or I wait for a retest so I can make an entry. But my middle Bollinger Band has more value for me, because I will not only determine my trend, it also helps me to determine exhaustion point. And most of this reversal, change of market direction, happens in this exhaustion point. Now I've been saying exhaustion point, so I might be wondering, what am I talking about? For instance, this is boom 1000, and boom 1000 is in an uptrend. So if I'm to mark my point of interest, you realize that here is an order block. This zone, this is a previous order block. Okay, so how do I know this is a higher high? This is a higher low. This is a new higher high. So price pulled back to give us a new higher low, right? And then it moved up to give us a new higher high. So how do I do this? For me, when price pull into this order block, I need a confirmation for me to make this buy entry. So if I am to make this entry based on a 1 hour time frame, I will need a bullish engulfing candle. And of course, this is a bullish engulfing candle, which means I would have bought here after that engulfing candle. But however, if I said earlier that I use the upper Bollinger Band, the lower Bollinger Band, when making entry on a 15-minute time frame. So I'm taking you now to my 15-minute time frame to show you exactly what I am talking about. Now look at this. This is the first point where price left, and that is where we mark our order block. Now look at when price came back and for this entry to validate. Can you see this? So this entry becomes more valid for me, because at this point price is around the lower Bollinger Band. That is why I said that I use my lower and the upper Bollinger Band to determine the exhaustion and to make my entry. So what do you see here? Price, for me to make entry on a 15-minute time frame, I will want to see price around, for a buy execution, price should be around the lower Bollinger Band. And for a sell execution, price should be at the upper Bollinger Band or the middle Bollinger Band, depending on it, but this is how I use it. And I want to see a divergence. Only my divergence can tell me I've come to the end of a pullback. And this is a divergence, and you can see how beautiful this trade plays out. So this is why, the reason I don't use the moving average 200. So you can see that almost everywhere there is no much difference between the moving average 200 and my middle Bollinger Band. So there won't be need for me to stress myself to force it in, since there is no much difference. So I believe you have gained value from this video, and I've been able to open your eye to a new dimension of why you can as well adopt this my trading strategy. It's working wonder, and you can be part of this community to learn this strategy. All you need to do is for you to follow the link in the description of this video, which will take you to the channel, a Telegram channel where you can interact with me, ask me questions, and get every necessary guidance in terms of mentorship when it comes to trading the financial market. Thank you for watching this video to this time, and I hope to get your view, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified when we upload our next video.